right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutations to all you occupants pushing this truth and true sincerity. This is St. Matthew 24, starting at verse 11. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. We see that going on right now. You got guys right now that are saying that Lashon Kodash is inadequate. You got guys that are saying salvation is for the Gentiles. I'm seeing more of these startup camps. These guys got their head covered. All right, just a lot of false prophets on the rise. Okay, and we're telling you, we're giving you the spirit of prophecy, as it mentions in Revelation 19 and 10. All right, Great Millstone, the apostles and elders, Great Millstone, and the elders, Connecticut, the regional elders, the elders, trickling us down to us younger brothers. We're telling you what's really going on instead of giving some games and retwisting the scriptures. Okay, so we're supposed to follow you guys because you got some new revelation and it turns out to be false. No, we have to tell the truth. Okay, so verse 12 is the point of the whole lesson in verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Okay, and we're at the end of this year. And as you can see, you got this going on right here. We're in these times, man, like it mentions in Ephesians 6 and 10. Spiritual wickedness in high places. I'm not going to pinpoint this too much, but you see what's going on during these times. And today is already the 14th, so get ready for more of these things to happen. Okay? More of these events. So you see the screen. Brown University, you know what? The suspect reportedly identified as person of interest. All right? So Brown University, I got it right here. Brown University is located in Providence, Rhode Island, United States. It is situated in the College Hill neighborhood. Brown University is a private Ivy Large research university in the College Hill neighborhood of Providence, Rhode Island, United States. The university is the 7th oldest institution of higher education in the United States. Founded in 1764 as a college in the English colony of Rhode Island and Providence Plantations. Yeah, where were you Negroes at during that time? All right, you Southern Kingdom Israelites. All right, the tribe of Benjamin, the tribe of Levi, the tribe of Judah. All right, the transatlantic slave trade. All right, man, this school is part of funded off of slave money. All right, so this is what's going on. All right, just real quick, go back to that article. But you got all these mass events, I'm gonna say it like that, all these mass events happening where people are using the modern day sword and going into these institutions. You had one at Florida State University earlier this year. There's so many, and they give you all these distractions, especially with these holidays coming in. This is going to be swept under the rug. All right, but you got a lot more incidents that happened today. You had this thing happen in Australia with Amalek, and that's all I got to say about that. And like I'm going to say about this too, be on the lookout for more of these anti-you-know-who attacks. All right, but we know what's going on. All right, I don't have to make this lesson too long. This is 2 Corinthians 2 and 11 in the KJV. Let's get the KJV first. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Let's get this word.
Strong's G 4567, Satanas. Satanas.
And the best
Thayer's Lexicon, Satan. Satan.
All right, you got adversary, one who opposes another in purpose or act the name given to. Okay, but this man is adversary. At the bottom it says a Satan-like man. We're just gonna get these two definitions as it goes into Esau Edom. He's the satanic-like man. And you've seen all these events happening. All right. So you can't be ignorant of the Satan-like man devices. All right, through the media and what they portray, what they want to portray. You got to be careful of that. And you also got to use sound speech in these times too. You know, can't be having these crazy titles. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't get the ministry blame as well. We're just simply reporting. You know. But there's a lot of stuff going on leading up into these high holy days on the left hand side. Now we're in the time of Hanukkah, all right. But on the left hand side, you got Amalek celebrating Hanukkah, which is our tradition, all right. But you got these pagan holidays coming up, all right. So you got to be on the lookout for what's going on at the end of the year, all right. And then 2026 is coming. That's going to be another whole another year of wars and rumors of wars, pestilence. Okay. Let's read this in the NLT, excuse me. Second Corinthians 2 and verse 11, so that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes. And we know what this satanic-like man is capable of doing. Okay, so you had that events happened yesterday at Brown University. All right, and I wanted to bring out another one. Okay, and St. Matthew 24:12. Let's bring out some words. All right, iniquity, because iniquity.
Strong's G 458. Anamia.
All right. It says contempt and violation of law, iniquity, wickedness. Because wickedness is abounding, the love of many wax cold. People are just, not caring about each other. All right. And that goes to show you that we're at the end of Esau, Edom's age. Okay. When you see these things being fulfilled. Okay. So that's pretty much it on that. I just want to bring out that one in Colossians. I think it's Colossians 4. And, we're bringing down the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shah. We're chanting down this place. All right, matter of fact, what was that one? Isaiah 62. Isaiah 62:6, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. All right, so we're the watchmen. All right, well, you got these other guys trying to come up with some new revelation that's actually false and misleading the people. Okay, we're giving you these instances of, watch out for this, watch out for these events, because the love of many shall wax cold. All right. So we're going to continue to be heralds and to preach this doctrine and to keep on warning our people. Verse 7, and give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. We're still at the bottom right now. We're still in the curses. We haven't got to the second covenant yet. That's another one of them false breakdowns over the years, and so many others. All right, but we're here to give you the 100% truth according to the Bible, and you got to be circumspect in these days. I'm gonna get that last precept. Colossians 4 and 5, walk in wisdom toward them that are without, redeeming the time. So we have to walk in wisdom to those who aren't in the faith. Verse 6, let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man. Like I said, with those who's, all right, and that whole thing that happened in Australia today, the whole narrative is being set. They were saying the person that's at large is Ishmael. You gotta season your words. What the elder from Dallas, Elder Ariella, said, be salty. So there's gonna be more things that happen. You had the whole Charlie Brown situation. You gotta learn how to speak in code like Apostle Hart says, because a lot more of these things are coming down the pipeline. But that's pretty much it. The love of many is waxing cold. All right, so with that, I'm going to say shalom.